Over the next several months, myself and other committed activists are going to be fighting hard to make sure the public understands exactly what's happening with this absurd piece of legislation. It's titled the Florida Fair Foreclosure Act. Make no mistake about it, there's nothing at all fair about this piece of legislation. What this legislation represents is the very worst of American politics, and it's a powerful symbol of what's wrong in this state and in this country. I get no further than the title of the act. I find it terribly insulting that they would title this bad piece of legislation the Florida Fair Foreclosure Act. It's frankly insulting that someone would sit around a table and put that title on a bill. It somehow seems to suggest that if you title something with an improper name, you may be able to trot this past the Florida voters and legislators and get them to believe that somehow you're doing something for citizens. But the fact of the matter is that this thing is bad from beginning to end. But what you're going to see over the next several months here is a powerful push on behalf of legislators and the industry to find sponsors for this legislation. It's going to be very compelling, the pitch that the industry is going to make, the title industry, realtors, the foreclosure mills, the banks. They're going to suggest that passing this piece of legislation is going to be all that will take to solve Florida's massive problem choking our court system and, frankly, our entire state. What this piece of legislation misses is the damage that's been caused all across this state and the damage that is continuing to be done if we ignore the problems that exist within our courts and within our entire real estate market. But again, what you're going to see is a very hard push on behalf of the industry to pass this bill. It's going to be up to you, the citizens of the state of Florida, to monitor this carefully, to watch the legislators that are being drawn to this, and to make sure they understand that you won't tolerate the kind of insult and lies that are represented by this bill. Granted, we need to solve the problems that exist in the state of Florida, but we cannot start solving the problems with a lie. This bill has got to be dead on arrival. We cannot allow legislation that starts off as a lie to become law in the state of Florida. We're going to follow this carefully. We're going to follow legislators that get sucked into this whirlwind and not allow this to happen.